YouTube, how the freak you doing? Sorry for the late updates, you guys. I've just been pretty much hella busy, so yeah, I don't know if anyone's been watching the news lately. Honestly, things have been going on this world that I just don't pretty much agree with, because you have so many things going on. You have people trying to take over money. You have people trying from the government not paying attention to whatever they're doing, and they're ruining our lives, our currency, unless we find a way to maintain the currency, maintain everything that's good about this world. We need to deal with one thing. We need to stop. I repeat, we need to stop harassing people, because if if I was to say, "Oh, you're cute," and then 10 minutes after we meet again and I'm like, "Hey, I don't like you." No, that is not a kind thing. You need to judge for what you need to do and make sure if you're gonna say something bad, keep your mouth shut. Because other people might have different opinions, like I'm for LGBTQ. Is somebody gonna come behind me, beat me up with a bat? No, because if they do, they'll get arrested. But if you find out who they are just by knowing them, then you get an insight of who they are exactly. So don't judge people for who they are just because you don't know who they are, because that is self pity. So today I'm bringing you guys a challenge I've been bringing for the last couple of months is, if you fight LGBTQ, please don't be rude. Just ask them what their story is. And note a fact, look at how many homeless people that are out there in the world today. Because you have 80% of people that are either LGBTQ or straight up homeless that are trying to get their stuff together. But if you are willing to talk to them, see how they are, talk to them kindly, and make sure don't make it a burden, they'll be kind to you. If one of the things of, like, let's say, well, laws, for instance, we have so many laws, people are like, who's going to take over the world if, uh, if somebody dies? Honestly, people, we need to refrain from being jackasses through the world. Because if we don't, the world will be a sudden death, sudden hole, sudden black hole. I'm not just saying it because one thing that I've seen in the world is people think that if you wear clothing, maintain stress, maintain anything, that you wouldn't care. I honestly want you guys to say, okay, he's wearing something that I can either agree or not agree. One thing you guys got to do is ask questions, get to know the person. If you guys don't, then it's not going to be friendly at all. Because I can sit down in this desk for 24/7, play video games, figure out what's going on in the world. But if you don't figure out how to maintain the world, then let's say there could be a global travesty in the world. But if we are willing to confront and say, hey, we're part of LGBTQ, we're willing to try to wear something of a feminine. That's the only thing that I want to prove to you guys is the more you hate, the more you're gonna end up feeling more worse. Because if you feel worse, you'll end up having somebody stab you in the back, talk behind your back, or not feeling like you want to live. Because one of the things is you can't see right here is they took ribs. They took 3 ribs from me, and I've had to live for a while. So if you come between somebody cross-dresser, gay, lesbian, or anything, just get their story. Don't be rude. Don't tell them to go F off. Be honest. Just say, I want your true story. But if you're not willing to get this true story, then you don't have anything to say. Or if you have something that's incredible, scientific, or anything of that nature, see if they have any scientific needs, like the science continuum, because honestly, right now, I know for a fact they're trying to work on a warp drive. They're trying to work on spaceships. They're working on how to get oxygen and safety cars so there's no pollutants. But as of right now, people don't realize that if we don't save the world, help the world, we'll have dirty air. We will not be happy. People will be like, what the freak you're saying? And another thing that comes involved is who are we to judge other people? If, let's say, for instance, we talked about global money, okay? Everybody is so caught up in money that people are like, nah, we want all this money. We don't care who gets it. No. Talk, be patient, figure out the story, figure out what is going to go on, and maybe be a part of an actual job or funded job to see how well it goes for the first couple minutes. So today is that challenge is if you hate the LGBTQ, don't hate it. Try cross-dressing. Try it. I'm not saying you have to hate me, you don't have to love me, you don't have to do anything. But a key effect is prove yourself. Prove yourself you can actually pull your limit. Because there is so much hate in this world. Basically, if somebody's going over to you and saying, huh, huh, that person's wearing a dress or anything, no. That is hating, that is being judgmental, and that is not being a good citizen. So keep that in mind. Be nice, be courteous. If you're not courteous, then things will fall upon you that you never discussed in your life. So please be honest. Don't beat around the bush. Help those in need. This is GamerMan87-1 saying, please don't hate, and I'll see ya.